Hello everyone, welcome to Biology with Medmelo, and today we are going to discuss question number 2 of biology, that is, what are the levels of organization in nature and their characteristic. Guys, you are well aware of the fact that lots of drops of water make up an ocean, right? The ocean is filled with many single small drops of water. That is why, or we can say similarly to it, the living organisms are made up of a lot of structure and functional units. These structural and functional units are considered at certain levels in the living organism and are divided to two categories, the lower levels and higher levels. Lower level and higher levels are being interconnected to each other because lots of lower levels make up one higher level, and this higher level then results into the property of a living organism which is not found in these kind of lower levels. For example, if we are taking plant cells and animal cells. Now, what makes difference from plant cells and animal cells? First of all, the first fact is that the plant cells have cell wall, but the animal cells don't. But plant cells also have no sense of stimuli to their environment, but animal cells have these. So these are the small levels that making them are different. At the higher level, that plant is different from animal and animal is different from plants. So these are some sort of levels. According to these levels, we have 5 levels of medical biology, which are basically dependent on their elementary structure and elementary event. Elementary structure or elementary unit is some sort of structure of one level, which is considered as the core unit of something, while elementary event is the changes occurring to this kind of structure. For example, if you are a student, you are the elementary unit of your group. Okay, if somewhat changes is occurring to you or if you're leaving the group, this will be the elementary event to the whole process. Okay, now these 5 levels are molecular genetic level, cellular level, ontogenital level, population level, and biospherical level, and all of them are connected to each other because they are serving as a environmental site or a realization site to each other. One is serving as particular site to another for any of the function. Okay, let's see how. The first level is the molecular genetic level, where the word gene is hidden. That means its elementary unit would be gene, and the elementary event would be DNA replication because it will result in the changes in the gene. Now, DNA replication takes place at molecular level because a lot of molecules are required to replicate one DNA. And it is responsible for basically transferring hereditary information from one generation to another, in addition to some specific characters of structure and function which are transmitted to this next generation. If somewhat error is occurring in that, we can witness a mutational variability which may lead to evolution. That is, a small level or a small change in the gene would result in the formation of a new phenotype or a new gene which may further lead to evolution. Now let's move on to the second level, that is cellular level. Cellular level, the cell word is here, which means the elementary unit is cell and the elementary event is cell metabolism. Now, all of you know that the cell is a structural and functional unit of life, and it also provides an open space for energy and information flow. If there's a space for the information flow, which means it serves as a site of realization of the genetic information, or it serves as a site for DNA replication in a definite environment. Okay. Now we move on to the ontogenital level, whose elementary unit is organism and elementary event is ontogenesis. As we have heard earlier and we have studied earlier, that the cellular level provides a definite environment for the realization of the genetic information. So this genetic information would lead to the formation of a new phenotype or a physical characteristic like your height, weight, your lookalikes, etc. And the development of these characters would occur during ontogenesis. Now for you, the ontogenesis is a new term, so let me explain what is it. Ontogenesis is considered as the life history from your origin to maturity. That is the developmental changes or the changes which are occurring in you from your birth till you mature. Like from your infancy to your adulthood, many morphological, physiological and biological changes are occurring during your body, and this is coming under ontogenesis. Now we move on to the population level. Population level's elementary unit is population, as the word suggests, and the elementary unit is gene pool and gene font. Before we move on to the gene pool, let's consider what is population level. It's simple, a group of living organisms living in a particular area for a certain time. These people may be of different species or same species. It also depends upon the habitat of that person. Okay. Now, what is gene pool? Gene pool, according to biology, it is a total connection of genes and their variation. The variation that are occurring into the genes within a specific population, basically responsible for showing their genetic diversity and variability. And if that population is seeing some changes in the environment due to changes in the adaptation due to their environment, a new genotype may occur which may lead to evolution. For example, you guys are coming from India, Russia for studying MBBS. And for Russia to survive, the main thing is the extreme winters which we have to survive. You have to get adapted to the winter so that you can survive here easily. Otherwise, you will get sick again and again, again and again. So that is why when you are getting adapted to this kind of winter, maybe you may have developed a new gene, or your second generation may show a certain type of new genotype which they may be easily adaptable to such kind of extreme winters. This phenomena is known as gene pool. Okay, now let's move on to the last level. The last level is the biospherical level, whose elementary unit is biogeosynosis or biosynosis, and the elementary event is biospherical events. Now, biogeosynosis is also a new term for you, which means interaction of living organism of one or same species in a particular habitat. Then we have ecosystem, that is a combination or a system including both living organism and non-living organism in a certain habitat. And biosphere, you all know that what is the biosphere. Now the fact is that very small interaction of these species or a group or a combination of many biogeosynosis which may be different or similar to each other make up one ecosystem. And lots of one ecosystems or lots of many ecosystem make up one biosphere. That means if there is a change in a genotype in one biogeosynosis, then it may lead to change in a whole new biosphere. So now you understand that how a small level of change could lead to a full evolution or change in a full kind of biosphere. I hope you understand this question, and if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you.